Hey y'all, today we're talking about why we said no to Thousand Trails. But first, we just want to get the elephant out of the room. The pro of Thousand Trails is, you guessed it, it is the best financial deal for a camping membership, bar none. I mean, there's nobody that compares to the Thousand Trails membership in terms of saving money. But money's not everything, not for us at least.
So stay tuned and find out why we said no to Thousand Trails. So one of the reasons that we said no to Thousand Trails was it was very, very difficult to get reservations.
Yeah, and the reason is because we had the camping pass, and with that we got a 60-day window. And that sounds like a lot. And we don't even like to make reservations that far in advance, but if you get the Mac Daddy expensive memberships, then they have up to like 120 days, maybe longer, and we can't compete with that at the popular campgrounds.
And the only reason we were able to get into some of the Thousand Trails is because it happened to be right at the beginning of camping season. We happened to go up north a little too quick, that most people do, so that was one of the reasons that they did have openings for us. And then the other campground we got into, our friends literally canceled at the last minute, and that's how we got into that one. That was the only way.
The next reason y'all we said no to Thousand Trails is similar to the first. We don't like to make reservations that far in advance.
Our travel style is spontaneous. What is it? Fly by the seat of your pants kind of thing.
Winging it, yeah.
Yeah, and we have experienced some great campgrounds and some great places because of that. I mean, we would look for an area that we would want to go and couldn't get in, but then we'd go over here and it just... So that's how we like to travel right now, is being very spontaneous, and we don't want to book 180 days in advance.
No.
So another reason is where we're traveling, there's not a lot of Thousand Trails. We don't want to just spend a lot of time in Florida and Texas.
Yeah, it seems like they have a lot of Thousand Trails around the perimeter of the country and not so much in the interior, and we just don't want to be restricted in order to, get our money's worth out of it.
Right.
And the next reason we said no to Thousand Trails is we like to stay places a month sometimes.
And even if you have the camping pass, you can only stay 2 weeks at Thousand Trails and have to leave for a week, then come back. Or if you have the Mac Daddy membership, it's up to 3 weeks. But like he said, there's some areas we just want to explore longer. And that's why we said no, because we like to stay a month, depending on the area that we travel to.
Right.
The next reason we said no to Thousand Trails is because of our solar system.
Yep, we want to harness the power of the sun because we're planning on doing a lot of boondocking as we head out west. And if you're going to make a big investment, I guess that was our choice.
Yeah, and that means we get to do a lot of free camping because of our solar.
That's right. All right, I've got a secret for you. Did you know it's absolutely free to hit the like button and subscribe? And hey, it'll really help us out.
And another reason we said no to Thousand Trails is because you're not guaranteed full hookups.
No, in fact, when we were at Bear Cave, the manager there, a wonderful lady, she told us that the year before we got there, a couple old coots went to blows over a spot that had sewer. That's crazy.
So we were nervous pulling in there, and when we got there, I mean, there was like 2 spots left, I think 2 sewer spots, and we got one of them. And then after we got there, the other one shortly filled up, and then people, honestly, y'all, just kept circling like sharks. And most of the sites, the full hookup sites at Thousand Trails, goes to seasonal people that are already there. So there's not many left for Thousand Trails members.
Yeah. Another thing is, so let's say you love Thousand Trails. You spend $10,000, $15,000 on a big mega membership, and then you get there with 50 amp and they want to nickel and dime you to death with $3 a day. Not all of them do that, and I understand. It costs what it costs to run these places, but don't do that. You spend so much money on a membership and then it's $3 more a day as if you haven't paid enough.
And then if you want a package, it's $5 per package.
$5.
Another thing that doesn't make any sense is they don't allow the U.S. mail there. Like UPS can come in, FedEx can come in, even Amazon, but they refuse to accept U.S. mail. We accidentally got U.S. mail sent there, and we had to go chase the package down.
Yeah, because it got refused, so the post office told us that they had it on the truck set to go back. and the lady was so super nice. She ran on the truck and grabbed it for us. So the post office did a great job, but 1,000 Trails, kind of annoying.
All right, y'all. So those are our reasons why we said no to 1,000 Trails. And in the year that we had the camping pass, we were only able to stay at 4,000 Trails for most of the reasons we just listed.
And if y'all like 1,000 Trails, if you love it, if you hate it, anything in between, just tell us in the comment section. Nobody's going to jump on you for making a comment. We'd love to hear about it.